Alright, we're going to hardwire in the VCM tuner 2. We're going to use this piggy tail here to tap into the fuse box. What we want to do is we want to find out if there's any open spots to put fuses in it first before we tear it apart. I looked and this one seems to be open. There's no fuse in there. You can see the terminals down in there. You want to verify on your cover. So we're going to match it up, and we're going to find out on that one where it shows that there's nothing there. So far so good. This is just held on by 10mm bolts and a clip here. I'm going to press out, pull up. This is going to be underneath it. You need to carefully pry these tabs open all the way around it and just pull it straight down and out. The wires are going to go between here, so you got to kind of get them out from between those. You're going to have all these clips clipped into it. So what you're going to want to do, just find each one of the tabs and unclick it. So like that there, that there. Just go through and get all these off. It's a lot easier if you just undo all of them. So now that we know where we want to put it, it's not just, you know, the same on the back. It's all wired and routed on the inside here. You don't want to open all this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a continuity test. We're just going to find what wires on the back match with the wires on the front. So we're going to stick our lead down in to one side here on any of those terminals. We don't know which one's going to connect back here, but just connect them all. And then we're going to run through a continuity test. We're going to check all of the plugs back here. Do the one that's closest first. Okay, pretty sure that's our power side. So yeah, see how none of those are beeping again. And that one's beeping. So some of these wires are hot, and when we had it on the other side, when we were touching these ones, all these ones are connected to the power line, so the power coming in, but not the ones going out. So all these ones kind of have their own individual slots on the other side that are going out. And then this one is for that fuse. So what we're going to do is we're going to verify and make sure that that indeed is our open wire, or open slot. Shouldn't be any wires going to it. So we're going to come back here. It's going to be this big one. So we're going to match it to that big one. And we're going to plug it in. Well, you don't have to plug it all the way in, just line it up. And then knowing that it's going to be that plug right here. I'm going to take that out just to verify. So there's one there, there's nothing there, and above it there's one. There's one there, nothing to the side of it, and then above it there's nothing there also. So we verified that it's this one here on this fuse, on this, and it's going to be on this side. in order for you to get this wire in, you need to open up and then that will allow you to stick your wire in there. First you want to find out how it goes, so kind of look at the other ones. You can see the rib. See how it's kind of flat on that side, kind of ribbed on that side, so it's going to stick in this way. So we're going to stick it in to our spot here. Want it to go all the way in and click. Into place. Okay, giving me a little bit of trouble here. Let's see if we can get it to go in. Did pull this off another vehicle, so it could be that I just need to go get the right one. Let's verify that we're doing this correctly. Okay. Well, if you had the right one, I got to check on this to make sure that I'm doing that right. But you want to put it in so that it won't come back out. Make sure that you have the right style. I have to pull one of these out and compare them and see if they're actually different or the same, because it looks like it lines up right. So once it clicks in there, you're going to have to just do the reverse order of how you put it, taking everything off. So now you're ready to go. Wire in your wire, and then put your fuse into that open spot there. You can check continuity. So once you plug it in, do the continuity test, and instead of doing it on the back side of here, what you're going to do is the other side of this wire here, just to make sure that you got the correct continuity. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to get this cover off. You're going to separate it into two pieces, and they're held on by these tabs going around. And it's a real pain because it's fitted in there pretty tight. I went ahead and took out most of the fuses just to make sure that nothing was holding on to it. As you can see, be a lot more difficult if you have all the fuses on there, and they'll just fall out anyways. So the problem that we have, and the reason why I had to take this off, was because there's terminals there, but there's nothing for the fuse to attach to. So when you put it in, the fuse just sits in there loose. These things right here is what the fuse goes into. It's like the fuse holders. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple off my parts vehicle. And what we're going to do is just install these. Let's see. Just slide it on top. And then once that's on, make sure all these other ones are all on there good. Kind of came off a little bit. Sure nothing's loose. Sure you didn't forget to put anything together again. put all the pieces how they're supposed to go, and then just reverse the order. Just put it back on, clip it back all in, put all your fuses in, and then you should be able to put your fuse in there, because you won't be able to put your fuse in there otherwise.